Yeah. All right. So first we've got your remote here. To power it on, you're going to find the on-off button there on the side. Go ahead and press and hold that down. Your screen will light up. And then we want to turn on your collars. So to do that, you're going to find the red dot there on your collar. There's a red dot on the back of your remote. That is a magnet. When you pair up the two red dots and touch them together, only takes a moment, that will turn on your collar. Now it will turn green and then start to flash every few seconds, and that will just let you know that it is powered on, and the green light means that it's a full charge. So as the battery will get low, that color will change from green to amber to red, so it does let you know. This is both the remote and the collar have a 2-hour quick charge feature, which is really nice, especially for those of us that sometimes forget to plug in the collar, and then the next day you find that it's not charged up. But great feature, love it. It will come with a charger that plugs in. You'll see on the back of your receiver there's a little plug here that just pops out. So you'll plug part of the charger in there, and then on the back of your remote this little black flap comes down, and that is for charging the remote. The charger is pretty cool. It only takes up one little outlet, and it has 3 splitters on it, so it allows you to charge all 3 pieces at the same time without taking up too much room. So all right, so let me turn on dog 2's receiver here too. All right. So let's take a look at the front of your screen. All right, you're going to see that at the top of your screen there is a 1D. At the bottom of your screen there's a 2D. They're flashing. Stands for 1 dog and 2 dog. The flashing light tells you that the levels are adjustable. So in the middle of your screen you'll see where the level will display and change as you turn that dial up and down. There is a way to set and lock in levels as needed. I will cover that here in just a moment though. All right, back to your screen here. Okay, you've got a battery bar indicator there that tells you the life of the battery for just your remote. And then you see some letters. You see M, C, V, and T. That just stands for different mode options. So M is momentary, C is continuous, V is vibrate, and T is tone. Now, from the factory, your collar will come preset, or your remote will come preset, that you got dog 1 are the top 2 buttons here. Okay, the buttons under the antenna, that's your stimulation. Okay, that's what comes out of the contact points, which is adjustable with your level, with your dial. All right, so we got dog 1, and the bottom 2 are dog 2. The front buttons are both vibrate. Vibrate will feel the same to your dog no matter what your level displays. It could say 5, 15, or 50, and it's going to feel exactly the same to the dog when you hit that button. Okay. Your side buttons are preset as momentary. So momentary just gives one single tap on the dog's neck and then stop. So even if somehow the button is accidentally being pushed down, it still just gives one and stops. So you'll see on dog 1, when I tap that button, it will turn red for just a moment, and don't let that fool you into thinking that the battery is getting low. So remember how I mentioned that the color of your flash will change to red when the battery is about to die. But when you hit the button, okay, it will flash red no matter what. So don't let that fool you, okay? Dog 2, okay, so I'm hitting that bottom button. That activates dog 2. So what's nice is you can toggle between the 2 dogs really easy during a training session as needed. So which brings me to the next point is setting and locking a level. So let's say that you're training 2 dogs and one is much more sensitive to the collar than the other one. You have one that works more at like a 4 and the other one works at a 14. Well, you don't want to be, buzzing the more sensitive dog at a 14 when all he needs is a 4. So you can set and lock his level in. So no matter what you're set out on your dial, he's only going to feel the 4. Okay, So in order to do that, what we're going to do is we're going to set our dial, turn your dial until the front screen says 4. Okay. And then on the side of your remote, above your on-off, there's a button that has a P on it, and that stands for program. All right, so we're going to put a finger over that program button. And then we've got the front black button, which is our dog 1. We're going to lock dog 1 at 4. Press and hold down the P button, and simultaneously then push down the front black button. Now you're going to see this level on the front will blink once, and the 1D at the top will become solid. That will let you know that we're locked in. All right, so I'm going to demonstrate here. So we got our program button, dog 1. All right, I don't know if you can see that, but the level blinked once. 1D is no longer flashing. So now I can turn that dial, and you're going to see the level will move, okay? But when I hit the momentary button for dog 1, he's only at level 4. So even though our screen says 18, dog 1's only feeling level 4, okay? So you can do the same thing with dog 2 by pressing the program button and then dog 2's button there. Now you see the 2D is solid. So they're both locked in. I think I just locked number 2 in at 18. So I'm just going to find a random setting here. 25. All right. Dog 1, dog 2. So dog 1 is at level 4. Dog 2 is at 18, regardless of what your screen says. Okay. So that's a great feature primarily if you do have dogs that work very different levels. Now, if they work close to the same levels, I recommend not using the set and lock feature. Reason being is, especially while you're new to the collar and trying to figure out your dog's just right setting, you know, depending on distractions and what's going on around them, you know, you're going to be changing the settings quite a bit. And I don't want you to be stuck at a level. I want you to be able to adjust up and down very easily as needed. So just make sure you're only using the set and lock feature if absolutely necessary. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and unlock my levels. Okay, just unlock dog 1 and unlock dog 2. Okay, so now they would both be set at 25. Another cool feature that this has is called a tracking light. This is basically like a flashlight for your collar. I use this one a lot because my backyard is very dark and I can't always see my puppy when she's over in the dark areas. So this tracking light allows me to see her really well. All right, so it doesn't matter where your dial is set. You can be set at any level. Find your on-off button there on the side. And the stimulation buttons here on the side below the antenna. Okay, so we're going to have a finger over the on-off button and a finger over dog 1's momentary button. So we're going to tap the 2 buttons simultaneously. All right, so to do that once, we'll just activate the strobe, or the flashing light. If we do that again, where we tap the on-off and the momentary button, again, it goes solid. It's pretty bright, as you can see. And then again, it turns off. We're going to do the same thing with dog 2. So move my button down to my finger down to dog 2. There we go. Okay, I find it helpful to hold down the on-off button just a fraction of a second sooner than you push the stimulation button. So I find that rhythm helps against accidentally, giving stimulation to the dog if you tap that on-off button just a little bit before. So the first time you practice that, make sure that the collar is not on your dog, just in case you accidentally aren't doing the timing right. We don't want you stimulating the dog at an improper time. So make sure you take that off the dog before you practice that. Okay. So those are the main features of your EZ902. Hopefully I covered everything that you're going to need. If you have any questions, just ask me. So if you're a client of mine, you have my phone number, you can email or text me, call me anytime. My website is packleadersdogtraining.com. Anyone can contact me through that as well. So I hope I've covered everything, and thank you for watching.